Welcome to LinguaWire English B1. Today, we have two stories. One about a tense phone call between Trump and Netanyahu, and another about oil pollution in Nigeria linked to Shell. Remember to follow us so you can practice your English every day with the latest episode. For transcripts and comprehension quizzes, visit linguawire.com. I'm here with Sarah, our LinguaWire correspondent, who follows international politics. Sarah, what exactly happened between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu?
Well, Daniel, reports say Trump called Netanyahu effing crazy during a phone call. This happened because Netanyahu wanted to take military action in Lebanon, but Trump did not agree with that.
That sounds serious. Why would Netanyahu want to act in Lebanon, and why does Trump disagree?
Netanyahu is worried about threats from groups in Lebanon, but Trump is focused on keeping peace talks with Iran going. He fears that military action could stop these talks.
So, Trump wants to keep talks with Iran open, but Netanyahu's actions might make that harder.
Exactly. After Israel strikes in Lebanon, Iran threatened to stop talks with the US. This is a big problem for Trump because he wants to end the conflict with Iran peacefully.
Did Trump say he was angry with Netanyahu?
Trump said he was a little bit perturbed, which means annoyed but not very angry. He also said he likes Netanyahu and works well with him.
How did Netanyahu respond to the news about their disagreement?
Netanyahu laughed it off and said that, like close friends, they sometimes have disagreements. He said they always find a way to work things out.
What does this story tell us about the relationship between the US and Israel?
It shows that even close allies can have serious disagreements, but they try to keep working together because their interests are connected.
Is this kind of tension new between US presidents and Netanyahu?
No, Netanyahu has tested the patience of many US presidents before, but he usually manages to keep good relations.
What might happen next with the Iran talks?
It depends on whether Israel stops military actions that upset Iran. If talks stop, it could make the region more unstable.
Thank you, Sarah, for explaining this complex situation clearly. Now I'm joined by Michael, our LinguaWire correspondent, who reports on environmental issues. Michael, what new information do we have about Shell and oil pollution in Nigeria?
Daniel, new documents show that Shell kept pumping oil through a pipeline in Nigeria for years, even though they knew it caused serious pollution. This happened despite warnings from their own staff.
Why did Shell continue to use this pipeline if it was causing so much damage?
The pipeline was very important for Shell's business in Nigeria. It could carry up to 150,000 barrels of oil a day. Shell says most pollution was caused by illegal oil theft and sabotage, not just their actions.
What kind of pollution are we talking about?
Oil spills have damaged the environment in the Niger Delta. Wetlands and rivers are covered in oil, which harms fish and plants. Local people say fishing areas have become toxic and unsafe.
How have the local communities been affected?
Many people, like fishermen, have lost their main source of income. One fisherman said before the spills, he caught many types of fish, but now fish are rare or unhealthy.
Has Shell responded to these accusations?
Shell says the documents don't show the full story. They say they invested a lot to reduce spills and respond to problems caused by illegal activities.
What is happening now with this issue?
There is a legal case in the UK where communities want Shell to be responsible for the pollution. Shell sold the pipeline last year, but the case is still ongoing.
What does this story show about big companies and the environment?
It shows the challenge of balancing business goals with protecting the environment, especially in places where illegal activities and weak controls make it harder.
Thank you, Michael, for this important update. Let's review some useful words from today's stories. First, from the Shell story, we have 3 words about the environment and pollution. The first word is pipeline. A pipeline is a long pipe that carries oil or gas from one place to another. In the story, Shell used a pipeline to move oil in Nigeria. For example, the city built a new pipeline to bring water to homes. The second word is spill. A spill means when a liquid, like oil, accidentally flows out and causes damage. The story talked about oil spills polluting the Niger Delta. For example, there was a spill of juice on the kitchen floor. The third word is toxic. Toxic means something is poisonous or very harmful. The fishing areas became toxic because of the oil pollution. For example, some plants produce toxic chemicals to protect themselves. Now, from the Trump and Netanyahu story, we have the phrase, work things out. This means to solve a problem or disagreement by talking or making a plan. It is used when people have a conflict but want to find a solution. You can say, we had a problem with our project, but we worked things out. Or, they worked things out after a long discussion. This phrase is useful when you want to describe fixing problems in friendships, work, or family. That's all for today's language recap. Follow LinguaWire for the latest daily episode and build your daily language habit with us.